going on, guys? LevelMDiecast. We are bringing you part 2. This crazy haul I've got. This is some loose stuff, and of course the loose cars and the oddball stuff and the cool stuff. Way cooler than before, in my opinion. We're going to start out with some big scale I picked up. This is a Carrera 911 GT3. This is a Barago casting in red. Picked this guy up loose. Looking pretty fancy. There's the deets on the back. There are the deets on the base. Looking super fancy. Such a good piece. Love the wheels on this guy too. Such a good piece. This is the pretty fancy interior. Not too bad. You know, Barago's always got some reason where they got to make stuff out of chrome. It's always got to be something out of chrome. So this guy happens to be the wheels in there, or the pedals in there. And then, of course, opening hood as well. Yes, I know this is not high-end diecast, but this is perfectly fine. This is fantastic. This is good stuff to sitting on the shelf. And he does have a lightly opening hood. Throw him over there. I got some other 1/18 scale. Got this guy. Super happy to get this guy. This is the Morgan R8. This is Maestro casting, but this is a pretty nice piece. Bought this guy loose. He's a little dirty as well, but he is good. Does have an opening hood as well. Leaves a little bit, you know, desire in there. This is just a painted plastic piece under the hood, but not too bad. And of course, it's Maestro, so this guy does have suspension. Taking a look at the back. It's pretty nice. It does have opening trunk as well, so not too shabby. The interior is really nice. Looks really good on there. And then looking at the deets. Of course, it's backwards. Flip them around. There you go. It's a pretty nice piece, man. I really wanted this piece for a really long time, and it's just not a common piece, and I managed to pick that guy up loose, which is not too shabby. Also picked up this. It's very dirty. This is a Earl 427 Cobra. This is a pretty nice piece to find loose. Opening hood, opening doors. As you can see, he's extremely dirty. Extremely dirty. Needs a huge bath. But he's good. You guys are never going to guess what I paid for this guy. $5. $5. I got this guy for $5. Look at the beast. It's a really nice piece. I'm super happy with this piece. I don't have too many Cobras. I got some Road Legends Cobras, but I didn't have anybody else. I certainly didn't have one in red. So this is a very nice piece. I'm super happy to get this guy. Just got to get them all cleaned up and whatnot. So a lot of pieces on here to be broken off that are not. So that's very nice. You know, Ertl castings are not all that great, but, you know, it's still pretty cool. Now, got something way cooler, in my opinion, than those ones. And that is this guy. Get that guy in the shot. So this is Maestro GT. This is the R8 Le Mans. I've tried my hardest for the last couple of years since I started getting into 1/18 scale to try to get all of these Maestro GTs. Some of them are kind of hard to get. Some of them were not very common in the U.S. You know, I can find sellers in other countries that have these, but you know, finding one of these at a decent price, you know, less than $60-$70 a piece is definitely difficult. This guy's a little bit dirty, but he's new. I mean, he's just new. I mean, he's even got all of his antennas and everything on there. And I'll show you what this guy does. So just like some of the other GTs. So this comes off. It's a giant piece of diecast. Set that guy in the back. And there are the deets. Now, yes, I know that you guys that collect some really high-end auto arts and stuff will will complain because Auto Arts, these are all separate parts, and this is just layered pieces of plastic, but that's really, really, really good detail. I mean, that looks super, super good. Those springs in there are real, but there's no suspension on this. But not too bad. The cockpit looks very, very good in there. There's a lot of detail in there. Such a nice piece. There's the base. So nice. There's a couple of them I don't have yet. I still need one Porsche GT1. I also need several CLK DTMs. Those guys were a relatively popular model. Get that to snap on there. That's pretty sweet, right? Well, that ain't it. Arguably, the hardest one to find is the Crocodile R8, which is this guy. Now, I got both of these from the same seller. And I paid for these. But it was well worth it. It was well worth it. They came loose, no box, no nothing, but that's okay. I think it was a good deal for what I paid for these. So I definitely didn't get them for no $30 a piece or $5 a piece like that Cobra. I paid a little bit for these guys, but these guys are totally worth it. These are definitely something I want to focus on in my collection. So super, super happy about that. Obviously, they call it the Crocodile based on the paint scheme. There's nothing different with the model itself. So pretty nice. I'm going to move this guy out of the way. Kind of get these guys a little bit away from the studio. They take up a ton of room. What we're going to do is we're going to bring over a rotator guy. I'm going to put him up here. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of tilt down here. Get some zoom going here. This is what I got to go through, guys. You're watching the real time of all right. Now, you guys know loose cars, right? Always loose cars. Now, I got some pretty good loose cars. I got some that are not so good, but I got some that are pretty good. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to pick a side and I'm going to start because I got a lot. So we're just going to roll through these. I picked these guys up. These guys are loose and they're a little banged up. But this is a Fiero. One is Hot Ones. One is the Ultra Hots. So those are pretty nice. Unfortunately, like I said, they're a little beat up. But, you know, I think I got them for like 50 cents a piece. So not too bad. They're all right. They're all right. I wish this guy was in better shape. Picked up one of these Mini Trek Camper black walls. It's a little beat up. He's not too bad though. He does have a pretty good dent on the roof though, unfortunately, which is kind of crazy. Maybe he got stepped on or something because the rest of the model looks pretty decent. Another black wall. Got this Chevy Lumina van. Guy's in very good shape. Not mint, but he's in very good shape. Very, very good shape. I got this because you guys know I'm on a 30s kick. So this is the 30th anniversary Hot Wheels, the re-release or redo or whatever you want to say. They came in those boxes with the, you know, the manufactured blister or whatever. So I picked up this Auburn. It's a pretty nice piece. Just, you know, it's just a version I didn't have. So I scooped that guy up. Also picked up one of these Testarossa revealers. That guy's basically brand new. Very, very happy to add that piece to the collection because the other one that I have is the neon green one. I didn't have the orange one, so I'm super, super happy to now have that guy. Picked up this guy. This guy typically came in that 2-pack with the little hauler truck, I guess you could say, with the trailer or whatever. It came in like those 2-packs. I don't know. Anyways, this is a casting I collect, so I'm pretty happy to have this casting. It's a pretty nice piece. You guys know I collect the Combat Medic, so just getting some pieces I don't have. I got this guy for $3, like all day, all day. $3 all day. Another casting I collect. This is the Ram. The seller I bought this one told me he also had the one with the no number on the top, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there, so that's all right. I got this guy. Pretty happy with this guy. Got a couple of Blackwall Firebirds. Got Chuck E. Cheese, and I got this orange one. They're played with, but they're not beat up. I mean, you can clearly tell they're not destroyed or nothing. They're actually in pretty good shape. The Chuck E. Cheese one's pretty good. It's pretty dirty, but I think it'll clean up relatively well. Let's see here. We're going to kind of break this up. There's going to be more Hot Wheels, but we're going to break this up. I'm just going on the side of the case I got here. So this guy is Play Art. It's a wagon. It's a Ford something or other wagon. It's a really nice piece. And he's in really, really good shape. Really good shape. Super, super happy with that piece. He's a little weird. They used this casting for yachting and stuff like that. And it was a lot different because the wheels weren't so ginormous. And of course didn't have metal base. Most of them didn't. This guy is another really good piece. This is a Zilmex Country Squire wagon. Super, super nice with that guy. And yes, he even has the opening tailgate. Looking pretty awesome. I've never come across one of these loose. But my assumption would be to have the tailgate on there is probably relatively rare because that tailgate's very loose. And you get that in a dump bin and it's likely going to get ripped off. It's just going to get ripped off. Super random. So this is 83 Bandai. This is a Transformer Porsche. He's a lot of metal in there, but most of it's plastic. I have messed around with this guy a little bit. He basically doesn't really want to come apart. And I don't really know if I could get this guy apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this guy apart real quick. I want you guys to look at this. Because that is one of my favorite pieces from the whole freaking haul of loose stuff. Because I absolutely love stompers. Now, I like those stompers. I like the, McDonald's stompers. I'm not a big fan of the actual battery-operated stompers. So, all right, here we go. All right. He's not even on camera anymore. So freaking cool. Look at that. Look at that. Dude, that is back in the day Transformers, man. That is from the dawn of Transformers. I don't know if this is an actual Transformer, like the Transformer brand, but dude, that's so freaking cool. What do you guys think about that? You think that's cool? That's so freaking wicked. Oh, man, it's super cool. All right. Let's see what we got here. How about we do another Zilmex? Let's do Lotus Europa. Of course, Hong Kong base. Suspension's a little blown out on this guy. He's not too bad, though. I'm not a big fan of the fact that they used to do stickers back in the day on most of the stuff. I guess stickers were cheaper to apply than it was to paint them up, I guess. I don't know. To me, that just doesn't seem like it pans out. But I guess maybe it was cheaper. Surprisingly, a lot of the stickers have survived over the bajillions of years. Something that's way, way, way newer. Maesto, yep, China base. I just got this because it's new basically. And this was, this was when Maesto was making good stuff, good toys, good cars, quality, detail, I mean, I know it doesn't look all that fancy, but that rear wheel is a two-piece wheel. It's not a roll rider. No, it's not rubber or nothing, but it is a two-piece wheel. Another guy I picked out from a dump bin, just a Matchbox Jeep from the Osbornes. So premium guy. He's got rubber tires and all that stuff. He's in really, really good shape. Really good shape. I wasn't going to leave him. It was like 50 cents. Those dump bins are 50 cents. Got to scoop them all up for 50 cents. I buy a lot of stuff just because it's 50 cents, guys. It's ridiculous. Stuff that I definitely pay more than 50 cents for is this. Kenner Fast 111s. Love it. Love Kenner Fast 111s. This BMW coupe. BMW modified coupe. This guy rocking the Delaware plate. Looking pretty good. This guy is in extremely good shape, though. It's enormous. It's actually quite a bit of metal, too. That guy is rocking Maryland. So we got a lot of East Coast right now. There's more Kenner Fast 111s. This guy's in really good shape, though. Got this dragster as well. Front suspension's broken on him. This guy is rocking the AZ. Not too shabby. I do have, I got like 5 of these guys. But, like I tell you guys, I mean, Kenner Fast 111s, if I come across them, I literally buy every single one I find. They're under no circumstances will I not buy one. Unless somebody wants like $10 for a destroyed one. This is pretty nice. Square body Hong Kong base. He's in very, very, very good shape too. No interior on these guys. But he's in really, really good shape. Most of the time the suspension's broke on those guys. But not this time. Not this time. Looking pretty fancy. I like it. Man, there's a lot of people who love these trucks. I try to source these for people as much as I can because people love those trucks. All right, we're going to switch the case to the other side. So that means we're halfway through the loose. Picked up this Johnny Lightning only because the Real Riders. And he's in good shape. And it was only 50 cents. So you definitely can't do anything when it's 50 cents. You can't leave it there. You gotta buy it. Man, some of these cars, man, I swear. I think this is summer. I can't remember exactly. There's no China or Hong Kong or any of that stuff in here. But this is the Mustang. Basically, the Trans Am Mustang, I guess you could call it. It was a really weird time for these with these ugly 8 or 4 dot wheels, just super ugly. I got one more of those super ugly 4 dot wheels. That is this BMW, which is not licensed. That is 100% ripoff. So this is not a licensed model. This is also made in crappy China. But I bought that guy because he's in really good shape. I bought it because it's a very unique casting, and it's actually not that bad of a casting. The wheels are terrible. I think if there was somebody that was really, really good with customs, they could really make this model look very, very good. But I don't know. I bought this because I used to have this as a kid. I don't know who makes it. I don't know the deets of it. But he does have a removable top. This one's a bit beat up. He doesn't sit flat, and the top's a little wonky. But I'm just shocked he's got the topper on the back, because the topper on the back was not held on all that well. So, not too bad. It's kind of based off a Ford pickup, I'd say. There's no deets on the bottom. It's just, everything's made in China. Except for this guy. That guy's made in Malaysia. Blackwall. He's in pretty good shape. He's in pretty good shape. He's not annihilated. You guys know I don't buy annihilated models, but I do buy stuff that's, you know, a little beat up here and there. Another Blackwall. This guy is a very nice piece. This 928. He is not mint, and he is not in new condition. He's in very lightly played with condition, but it's in pretty good shape. It's pretty good shape. I am definitely going to add that to the Porsche collection for now, until I can come across one that has that's in better shape. Hong Kong base. Guy's in really good shape for a Hong Kong base too, especially for being loose. Got a couple significant scratches and chips, but not the end of the world. Siku. Siku is a pretty rare find here in the U.S. Even you know, unless it's like way older Siku, like, you know, late 80s, 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Then you can find some of that Siku, but typically don't find Siku here in the U.S. all that much. Going back to some more Kenner Fast 111s, we got this Ford van. Looking sweet, like always, like all Kenner Fast 111s. Some of these cars you gotta like strategically put them in there. More Kenner Fast 111s. This guy is, by the way, this guy's Idaho. This next guy is Virginia. I do have a couple of these guys too. I actually have one of these guys that's dead mint that I got loose, which is pretty nice. I can't get enough Kenner Fast 111s. It's like, it's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites. This guy is rocking Texas in his basically modified Camaro hatchback, which is kind of cool. It's a cool casting. It's a really cool casting. This has a big Z on the top. Looking pretty cool. It's totally not supposed to be like IROC Z. But yeah, at the same time, it's supposed to be IROC Z. I know. It's you know, Carrera was doing their own thing. Carrera was doing their own thing. Not quite sure the brand on this guy. This is a Fiat. This guy does have opening doors. It's a really nice piece. I'm not... And I try to figure out... I think this is actually a casting from a different manufacturer that was reused. I mean, obviously, the base has been modified to, you know, erase whatever was there. And that's from a factory reset. It's not like a custom type person did that. But he's got opening doors and stuff. Not too bad. It's a pretty nice casting. It's a super ugly car in real life. That Fiat's super ugly. Super ugly. What else we got going on up in China? Another Hong Kong base. Streamline. This guy is pretty sweet. It's a Speed Wheels, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure, but don't quote me on that. This piece of junk right here, Subway, but it is a 928. He does have a cracked window in the back, though. Other than that, it's not too bad. Not too shabby. Super cheap, though. Like, super cheap. Ridiculously cheap. Super modern day. This is... Real Toy, you know, transit van. Actually, I think this is a Volkswagen, maybe a T6, maybe, or at least that's what it's supposed to be, or maybe that's what it was at some point in time. This is a way newer casting. This is probably only a couple years old, or a version of this or whatever, but it's in good shape. It's got a tow hitch on it, so I'm not even gonna throw that guy on the rotator. Got this though. A Color Changer 308 Blackwall. That guy is in pretty good shape. especially for being loose. But definitely not mint. Not even in new condition. But he's in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. We're getting to some pretty... We're going to have a really crappy one, and then I'm going to show you a really nice one. Now, when it comes to Yachtming and Z-Toys, Zilmex, Kenner, all those, I buy all of them no matter what. So this guy is very beat up. This is a Yachtming. He's actually missing a wheel entirely. He's a Hong Kong base, though. He's had a rough life. It actually broke off the metal part of that front bumper. But I can't leave these. You know, I just can't leave them. I got to buy them. I'll have them sitting around. There's really no point to it, but it's here. You know what I'm saying? And I like it. It's cool. Now, I saved the very... hold on. I got this guy. Because I had this model, but it had the same wheels front and back. Not these big deep dish ones. So I didn't have this wheel version, so I found this guy. It was like $1.50, I think it was. So very, very happy with that guy. He's got very, very light chips on here, but nothing that, you know, you might not get just right out of the package. So that's a Macau base, by the way. Now, we're going to get into the last couple, which are very, very, very nice. So if you've waited this long, you're going to see some good stuff. This is the Van Killer. This is Zilmex. This guy is in new shape. The stickers are a little, you know, rubbed off or the edges or whatnot. But, I mean, look at this model. Like, look at this guy. Ridiculous. This is one of my favorite pieces. It's one of my favorite pieces. Not my favorite piece, but it's one of my favorite pieces. Because I love stompers. I love stompers. But this guy is fantastic. You guys got to admit that piece is really, 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 really nice. But there's a piece even nicer than that guy. We're going to get this guy off. This is a Play Art Hip Up Coupe Galant GTO MR Hong Kong base. Look at this beast. This is such a unbelievably unexpected find. I can't even tell you. This is such a... Oh, man, and he's in so good a condition. I mean, you gotta think, man. This thing's been rolling around in dump bins and dirt and whatnot. That guy is absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's so good. If I didn't get that stomper, this guy would definitely be my favorite. But I got the stomper, so he's not my favorite. But he's like way up there. He's definitely above that Van Killer. Not by far, but he's above that Van Killer. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you think about that GTO. That thing is wicked, man. Oh, man, this thing is wicked. This guy's going to stay in my collection for probably forever. I don't know. It's my favorite Play Art for sure. Such a good piece. Such a good piece. All right. Enough jibber jabbering about that. All right, guys. This video was ridiculously long, but thank you for sticking with me if you're still here. If you didn't, I understand, but you'll never know because you're not here right now, and I'll never know because I'm not here right now either. It's like a paradox. Anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that like button if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. That's how I know if you guys don't like a video. And I know I got to change something up. Okay? So anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Peace.